Chance at Garage again. I'm Chance. Today we're gonna start kind of disassembling this 352 we have here. Kind of just checking it out. The idea is to build either a stroker motor, some sort of a stroker motor, most likely a 390, unless we get real Western and want to do something bigger. But the idea is to build a good solid runner motor for my 66 Ford. So I got an F100 single cab long bed that my grandfather bought brand new. It has 352 in it currently. Runs pretty good. Really want to just make the truck a good driver, maybe pull a trailer with it, maybe eventually have power steering. I mean, that'd be cool. But the idea is build a good solid motor, throw it in that green truck, and use it another 50 something years. So we're going to get started tearing things down. So, you can kind of see quite a bit of carbon. Not horrendous. It's a fairly large chunk of looks like valve seals. It's probably why it burned as much oil as my father-in-law said it did. Anyway, we'll make it work. So we yanked the intake. That weighs all of like 90 pounds. And it's a 2-barrel, so that kind of sucks. Anyways, let's pull the pan, see what's under here. Maybe. You have to pull the heads first? What kind of sorcery is this? Anyway, let me set you down. I need 2 hands. Alright, get that drip pan. So the valley looks pretty clean, really. I mean, compared to what the heads did. So, awesome. Whoever used like a whole can of silicone to gob this together, man. So, got my dial calipers here. We are going to measure the bore and see if it's been bored or not. Based off the silicone and other things. Somebody's been in here before us, so it's very likely that it did have a rebuild at some point in its life. As long as it's not bored too much, we'll keep going, but we'll measure it up and see what we have. Went around and cleaned all the carbon off of the cylinder wall. We're just going to take a measurement across. All right. So that's 3 inches, 99.5. So 4-inch bore. So for a 352, which I've already measured the stroke, it's 3.5. That is a standard bore. So it has not been bored. My machine shop guy came over last night, my uncle, and we kind of made a game plan of what we're gonna do. Went through and mic'd all the cylinder walls. Thinnest spot was like 165 thousandths, and the thickest was a 180. So pulled the crankshaft, a few other things. I just got the cam and lifters in it now. So we're gonna pull those, clean it up, and then get ready to bore. So plans to go 4050 and use a 410 piston. Right now, that's the game plan. That's a piece of cam bearing. All right, I got the pressure washer from episode 2, you might remember, of Chancy Garage. Hooked into the drain on my hot water heater. That's a trick from Dee Dee's Speed Shop on YouTube. We'll see how it works for us. Soaked it in degreaser. Just gonna hit it with the pressure washer and see how clean we can get it. So I got the heads up on the bench, just breaking them down, pulling the valves, getting them cleaned up. I'm gonna send them over to Gerald's, and he's gonna put the some hardened seats in the exhaust valves and go through them. This is an R head. R head's gonna have a taller intake port. I think the plan is right now to match it with the old wind single plane intake. It matches fairly closely. But we're also gonna, I think after we get them back from putting seats in, we're gonna do some porting and see how good iron heads flow. All right, today we're over at Gerald's backyard engine shop. So my uncle that does the machining, he's got the block pretty well wrapped up as far as machine goes. It's bored 4050, new cam bearings, line honed it, and worked on the oil passages a little bit for these old FEs. So we got the rods. He's sized these, running a 390 rod. Has some ARP bolts in it. Still need to put hardened seats in the heads. Still need to get the crank turned, but we're real close to putting it together. So I think we're gonna wrap this one up here. Next portion will be the assembly part of it. One more thing, I want to show you all these sweet forged pistons, flat tops. Anyway, it's gonna be cool. Thanks for watching.